What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. Happy, I think it's the 2nd of January. Hope everyone is, like, if you had a hangover during the during New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I hope it's over by now. If not, again, take some ALA, take a cold bath, do some cardio, have some B vitamins, get some rest, drink some water. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Fasoracetam by itself. We haven't given this much attention, and that's sort of been, I think we're doing a little bit of injustice not giving attention. There's just so much else to talk about, and frankly, over the years, I've just been really excited about Aniracetam, Oxiracetam, modafinil, uridine, these things, and so I haven't given Fasoracetam much discussion. I experimented with it for probably over the course of the last 4 years on and off. I did a lot of heavy experimentation with it, trying to figure out what it really stacks well with and what quantities to write the Racetam God guide, and then subsequent digital guides that have Fasoracetam in it, like the New Pept Pro Stack List, the Nootropics Stack for the business professional, and I don't think we mentioned Fasoracetam and Smarter, Better, Faster. And so I've got a lot of experience with it. Oh, we've got some Fasoracetam combinations in the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, also, which is one of our digital guides. By the way, everything right now on the Cortex Labs website, the special's over, where you can get all of our stuff. I guess I'll just integrate our sponsors, which is us. Our own nootropic products sponsor this broadcast. We're running a special. We can get everything for $7.99 off using the coupon code 27. That's now over, but coupon code 5 FIVE gets you $5 off anytime you want of any of our products. Okay, that's the Cortex Nootropic stack, our powerful pre-made stack. Really, really strong stack, guys. You ever really want to take a stack that turns the lights on? We get so much business from folks buying Cortex repeated because they take it, productivity turns on, they feel motivated, they feel alive again, so they want to keep taking the product. Get Cortex at livecortex.com, get all of our digital guides at livecortex.com, and then get our Nootropics consulting package at livecortex.com. It's a 40-minute call with yours truly, very fun Skype call, and then 15 additional email correspondences to help you do whatever with nootropics. Okay, so Fasoracetam, and that's the end of the sponsor. Our sponsors, which is us. A lot of investing in great stuff, to include another pre-made stack that's coming out that's going to be so killer and so great. It's going to be awesome. Coming out soon. Okay, so basically the basic breakdown of Fasoracetam is it's both a cholinergic modulator and it's a GABA modulator. I think it upregulates GABA B receptors, GABA A or GABA B receptors, I forget which one. But the effect is interesting because Fasoracetam, unlike other racetams like Oxiracetam, Aniracetam, phenylpiracetam, chloroacetam even, pramiracetam, nephiracetam, piracetam, works both on cholinergic functioning and on GABA functioning in this regard, right? Modifying GABA receptors, essentially allowing them to upregulate. The end effect of that is both a focus, a good solid sort of cholinergic brain function, which is working memory, verbal fluency, focus capacity, enhanced over baseline. For folks that need cholinergic optimization, not everybody's going to. Those folks will respond better to modafinil, phenylalanine, and other dopaminergic nootropics. But it also brings in sort of like a phenibut-like, I don't want to say carelessness, but that's along the lines of what I'm, the point I'm trying to get across. Kind of just like, everything's all right. I might have this thing I got to do at 3 p.m. and I really don't want to do it, but yeah, it's all right. And I'll just try to enjoy it. Just sort of an inclination to be more happy about things you wouldn't ordinarily be happy about, that your brain didn't have the capacity to be happy about previous to that. Just appreciating little things. It's very, very cool. But what that equals in terms of nootropic benefits is a great focus capacity. Because focus is a few things. I think you need the hardcore, I like the hardcore stimulation, I like stimulatory nootropics, but you also need some measured brain speed. You need your brain to be too fast is too fast and inhibits productivity is where I've come to learn. There is a sweet spot, and Fasoracetam is a good Racetam that's safe, that you dose in relatively low doses, 5 to 50 milligrams. That's the dose range. Most folks are going to find a sweet spot right around 20 milligrams to achieve a good solid focus capacity and a cool calm in the background that allows you to function. So I pulled up somebody's anecdotal on Fasoracetam, and I just want to read it to you. Comes from the Nootropics subreddit, great place for information around this stuff, just to give folks an idea of kind of what other people experience along the lines of this sort of Fasoracetam making things pleasurable thing. And here it is. It's titled Fasoracetam, My Experience. From everything you read on here, and he's referring to the Nootropics subreddit, This nootropic seems to have a lot of promise. I'm a huge supporter of phenibut, so I wanted to give it a shot. There is a lot of information out there about dosing. Some take 10 milligrams and some take 100 milligrams. Most will say 100 milligrams is too high. I'm definitely in that camp. And then some will say that the animal trials show 100 milligrams the dose equal for humans. I started low and went higher, but none of my doses have gone above 40 milligrams. When I first took it, I took 20 milligrams on an empty stomach before breakfast, under the tongue. So he did 20 milligrams sublingual Fasoracetam, which is powerful. Great strategy, and that's going to hit the bloodstream quicker and probably be a little more potent on the onset. Had a half cup of coffee after that, waited 10 to 15 minutes, and had some eggs with toast. When I started eating, I started feeling something that would be best described as an instant anxiety relief without the punch of phenibut. Okay, so what he's saying there is he took the Fasoracetam, 15 or so minutes later, he felt an anxiety relief, just sort of probably a good positive mood, positive sort of vibe whooshing over him. I don't know how else to say it, whooshing. I mean, that's kind of how neurotransmitters and that stuff works. If you've ever taken phenibut, you really do sort of get a calming, like a wave that comes over you, and I imagine that's just neurotransmitters firing and whatever, maybe oscillations of electrical activity in the brain. Etc. And then so he basically felt like anxiety relief. Then though he goes on to say that I had something that I hate doing that I had to do, and I remember thinking that for once I was not unhappy about the task, but I still knew I didn't like it. But he did it anyway. But he wasn't unhappy about it, right? Because he had a good sort of mood lift and a good kind of, that's what I mean about kind of carelessness, or just sort of like a happy contentness, even with things you don't like. One of the things that I do is meditate every day, as much as I can. Sometimes I'll do it 3 or 4 times a day. It's really, really super influential on my mood. And I get that same effect. Like, I wouldn't even have to take Fasoracetam for it. I do take Fasoracetam every now and then because it's great for that. But I mean, meditation does exactly that for me. It'll put me in a place where there might be things going on that I don't like, but I just kind of deal with it. I find a good way to kind of be happy about it. And then it turns into something that I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, awesome. Everything's awesome. I don't know what I was doing before. I was in a shitty mood, and that's for no good reason. And so that's my take. That's a good anecdotal on Fasoracetam. It stacks incredibly well with most other racetams. Using it in conjunction with hardcore racetams like phenylpiracetam is good to get the super stimulation and the excessive sort of hardcore laser focus and mental energy from that racetam, but then having a background calm, which allows your focus to be measured. And it's a good strategy. And just to give you a stack to try to give you as much value as I can, I would shoot for something like 150 milligrams of phenylpiracetam, 20 milligrams Fasoracetam. If you're going to bring choline into it because you need it, you've identified it if you need it. And if you don't know whether or not you need a choline source, read Smarter, Better, Faster or the Racetam God Guide. I would bring in either 300 milligrams of choline by tartrate or right around 150 milligrams of alpha GPC in this case. And we put the alpha GPC at 150 and stop there, because we've got a lot of phenylpiracetam probably burning up some extra choline. We got Fasoracetam probably burning up some extra choline. We don't want to overdo, this is a major point I always try to get across, the bioavailable acetylcholine precursors. They're acutely noticeable, and sometimes they can take you into brain fog and having the reverse of what you're trying to target. So, +1 for Fasoracetam. Hope that has been helpful and entertaining. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, everything on the Cortex Labs website, always $5 off using the coupon code 5. Get a bottle of the pre-made stack Cortex. People talk so much smack on blends until they try Cortex and go, well, this is better than anything I've ever done, I've ever taken before. Somebody put this together. Well, look, we put a lot of work into that stack. I was taking it to run a company 18 hours a day and have good brain performance, doing it. So, I mean, then we published it in a pre-made stack. A lot of my entrepreneur friends were like, well, dude, you got to make this a product. This thing is killer. And so get it at livecortex.com, coupon code 5. Same with all of our digital guides, same with our consulting service. Thanks for watching. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function take the Cortex stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex stack does. Moving right along, the Aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful Aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use Aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to Aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it. We delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the nootropic stacks for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of Noopept stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many Racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.